Hi there, thank you for tuning in. I want to just do a very quick nostril breathing demonstration in this video. It's part of pranayama yoga, which is about breath and energy. And the the Anulom Villom, which means the nostril breathing, helps with the body on so many different levels. Okay, because it regulates our whole um, system, the whole energy system. It regulates it and it brings it into more of like a balance, and it takes you into a meditative state. Okay, and so if you think about you know taking the energy up to the brain, and the brain sort of like the left side of our brain that's very logical will it rules the right side of the body. Okay, and this is very masculine energy, and the feminine side of our brain, which is quite sort of links with the emotions, and it's like can be sort of dreams and intuition, rules. So the right side links in with the left side of the body. All right, and this energy technique is thousands of years old, and it has proved to be very beneficial for people who practice it regularly. So basically, all you do is with your hand, bring your index finger and the middle finger down. Okay, so you have your thumb and the other two fingers up like that. Okay, because what you're doing is you're alternating the nostril. So, like this. Okay, so what you do is if you hold one nostril, so you're closing it basically, and what you're doing is you take the energy in through the nostril that's open. So you take the energy in, hold it there, close that nostril, and then you bring the energy down the other side. Okay, when that energy is all the way out, then you breathe in again through that nostril, hold it there, close that nostril, open the other side, and start to exhale down that nostril. Okay, and then you breathe in again through that nostril, hold it there, alternate out through that nostril. All right. So do this, start off doing this daily, but maybe just do it for a minute to start with, because the rush of the oxygen that you start taking into your head can sometimes make you feel a little bit dizzy. And we don't want you to overload and feel sort of like, um, too dizzy. So that's why I recommend start off small and build up your strength, stamina, ability, resilience towards taking in that oxygen to the brain. Okay, so if you start off with just a few runs each side, and then stop, and then the next day, so you can even like keep a journal or a diary where you count how many breaths you take each round. All right, so going round one way will count one breath, going round the other way another breath. Okay, so you can keep a log of the breaths and the date and see how you're building up. All right, very good, as I said, for your whole nervous system, your whole sort of like energy, the sinuses. Can you imagine that oxygen that you're taking into the brain in that way, to such an intense level that you don't do through normal breathing? That's why this is actually a technique under pranayama, because normal breathing, sometimes people, they just breathe, halfway through the nose. And sometimes if you've got blockages here, you're not taking in the full oxygen anyway into the brain, because sometimes then people will tend to breathe in more through the mouth. And if you're doing that, there's not much oxygen going into the brain. And so with the nostril breathing, and you may also find that sometimes one side is more blocked. It doesn't mean to say that side is always going to be blocked. It's just the way the energy might shift. So it could be that when you start out, say for example, the left side is blocked, and it might be harder for you to take the energy up that nostril, but just persevere, okay, and it will start to unblock. All right. So perseverance is key, and patience with yourself. So try it and see how you get on. And, the only thing that I can say that is really good is the well-being, the long-term well-being as a result of using this technique and doing it on a regular basis gives you a lot more energy, because your energy is going to the brain and gives you clarity, and so much more focus, and energizes, everywhere. And that energy, that energizing feeling and effect creates a lovely healing effect for everything throughout the body. And so many people have reported that, after doing this technique for some time, they have actually noticed, lots of benefits in their health. And so, okay, but the other thing is, caution, disclaimer, you take this, you're doing this technique at your own responsibility, okay? So if you need to consult your GP before you do it, if you're on medication or any other health problems, I urge you to speak to your GP before you start, so that you are sure to be safe in every way that you feel you need to be, okay? So, as I said, you can by all means try the technique, but you take it at your own responsibility, all right? But only like if you do it properly. So breathing in slowly, then holding it, and then exhaling out the other way. There's no harm in that. It's actually much better breath than doing that shallow breath or trying to just breathe through your mouth. It's much better. All right. So anyway, enjoy, and hopefully see you soon in another video. Okay. Namaste.